It was spring in the magical land of Gigglesnort, and Lucy was planting giggle seeds. These weren't any ordinary seeds. They were planted with kindness and grew into plants that laughed. Ha ha ha! But if she planted them with selfishness, they just wilted. She planted one by the slide at the playground, and it sprouted into a giggling plant with leaves that sounded like bells. Every time a child went down the slide, the plant would ring with glee. Next to the sandbox, Lucy planted a tickle plant. It sprouted into a bush with fuzzy branches that tickled anyone who walked by. As the children played, they giggled and ran away from the tickle plant's fuzzy grasp. Underneath Lucy's favorite oak tree, she planted a joke plant. Its leaves were shaped like little mouths that said funny things, like, "Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything." The joke plant loved to share its jokes with everyone. But as the day wore on, Lucy started to get tired of sharing the plants with everyone. She wanted them all to herself. She decided to head to her secret spot behind the waterfall, a place where no one ever found her plants. First, she pulled the bell plant away from the slide. She didn't want the other children to hear its laughter anymore. Then she yanked the tickle plant out of the ground and covered it with sticks so it couldn't reach anyone. Finally, she dug up the joke plant and hid it under some rocks. As she walked away, she heard a tiny voice. "Are you sure this is the best idea, Bloom?" Bloom was the fairy godmother of Gigglesnort. She had sent the plants to Lucy to remind her to be kind and share with everyone. "Of course I am," Bloom snapped back. "I'm tired of everyone laughing at my plants. I want them to be mine, all mine." "You can't do that, Lucy. You planted these with selfishness, and now they're wilting." "I don't care," Bloom shouted. "I want to play by myself." And with that, she ran off to her secret hideaway behind the waterfall. The bell plant drooped sadly. "No more laughter for me," it sighed. The tickle plant shivered. "I don't like being so cold," it complained, and the joke plant wilted. "If I can't make people laugh, what's the point?" Back in Gigglesnort, Lucy was having fun playing by herself until she heard a sob. "Who's there?" she called out. Little Red Riding Hood peeked out from behind a rock. She was crying because her basket had tipped over and all of her goodies were scattered on the ground. "Oh, I'm sorry," Lucy said. "Let me help you pick them up." Together, they gathered up the fallen treats, and then Lucy offered Red Riding Hood some lemonade. "That was nice of you," Red Riding Hood said, "but I have to get home before my granny wakes up." "See you later," Lucy called after her. As Red Riding Hood skipped away, Lucy felt a little better about hiding the plants. Maybe being selfish wasn't so bad after all. Then she heard a familiar voice. "Did you learn nothing, Lucy?" It was Bloom, and she didn't sound very happy. "I'm trying, Bloom," Lucy said. "I just got tired of sharing." "Well, you can't do that. You have to share your giggle plants with everyone." "But how can I make them laugh if I don't have them?" Lucy asked. "You just have to believe in the joy of giving," Bloom said, waving her magic wand. Suddenly, Lucy's plants sprouted new roots and shot up through the ground, growing even bigger than before. "What? Why?" Lucy cried. "Because when you offered to help Red Riding Hood, you remembered what it felt like to share with others," Bloom explained. "Now your plants will grow with kindness." Lucy beamed. "Thank you, Bloom. Now let's go show everyone my super-powered plants." As Lucy skipped away, Bloom shook her head with a smile. Sometimes kids just need a little reminder to remember what they already know. All the children in Gigglesnort gathered around Lucy's plants, and they were even more fun than before. The bell plant's leaves chimed, "Ha ha ha," and the tickle plant tickled everyone until their sides hurt. And the joke plant shouted out, "Why did the bicycle fall over? Because it was too tired." The children laughed and asked the plants to do it again and again. But soon it was time for bed. One by one, the children left to go home. Lucy sat down on a nearby stone. Being selfish wasn't fun, she realized. Sharing with everyone made her plants superpowered and Gigglesnort a happier place. And from that day on, Lucy never forgot the joy of giving.